Coffee and Convo, y'all. Let's get it. Yo, salute to everybody already here in the building, man. I appreciate you guys for rocking with me. You could be anywhere in the world, but you chose to be right here with me, man. Salute, salute, salute. Welcome to the latest installment of Coffee and Convo. I am your host, Graphk Raider, man. Salute to all my people here in the building. I see Operator King, Savage Raider, Gaffler, my boy Primos is here. Man, John Corrigan is in the building. Chris Out the House presents. Salute to Grizz, Wade, everybody here. My boy Eddie, Anthony R. Hernandez, man. Salute. We already got 100+ people here in the building. A lot to talk about, you guys. Isaiah Simmons. I was just talking about Isaiah Thomas, the former Kings guard, not the Detroit Pistons, but it was still fresh on my brain. Isaiah Simmons just being traded to the Giants for a 7th round pick, future 7th round pick 2024. We're going to talk about that because I see a lot of people already on Twitter, Instagram freaking out about why did the Raiders not offer up a 7th round pick for his services. Well, we're going to talk about that, you guys. Also, Josh Jacobs. It looks as though the Miami Dolphins have reached out to us to see about a potential trade with for Josh Jacobs. But looks as though we're not looking to trade our star running back. We're going to talk about that as well. And I want to talk about Josh McDaniels' presser yesterday, you guys. Chandler Jones, some stuff that I think a lot of people were kind of like, wait, what? You know what I mean? Missed about the last 10 days of practice. Josh McDaniels didn't really go about saying what was going on, but that he's pretty close to being back, I guess. We have to talk about that because right now, you guys, we cannot afford to have 2 edge rushers. You know, look, we were questioning Tyree Wilson, right? Our 1st round pick. Well, now it looks as though our highly, sought out free agent a few years ago, Chandler Jones. We're going to talk about that as well, man. Salute to everybody here in the building, man. Make sure you wipe them feet, meaning hit them thumbs up. Also, make sure you hit that subscribe button, man. We're on our way to 20K. We cannot do that without you guys. So make sure you hit that subscribe button. Also, if you want to become a member, hit the link. It's pinned up top. It's one of the best ways to support the channel. Appreciate you guys. No, I've not put the content shirts up yet, you guys. I've been sick. My wife has been sick. My boys, everybody in my house is hit with the flu right now. So I have not put up any of the new content shirts. They will be going up shortly, but they're not sold out. Let's talk about Isaiah Simmons first, you guys. The Giants sent a 2024 7th round pick. This is something that I don't think a lot of people really know. Isaiah Simmons has struggled mightily since drafted in the top 10 out of Clemson to the Arizona Cardinals. Still on that rookie deal. They did not pick up his 5th-year option, you guys. He's been kind of all over the place. Linebacker, safety, blase blah. He is labeled as a safety at this point. To be honest, he is not a linebacker at the NFL level. I don't know if you guys watched him this past week. I believe they played the Chiefs in preseason. He was all over the place. Like, it looks as though they were just like, just go out there and figure it out. You know what I mean? Go back and check the tape, you guys. Go watch this last preseason game against the Chiefs, he looked totally lost. But at this point, it looks as though he may be a safety. If we need a linebacker, right? If we need a linebacker, let's stop playing around. We've talked about this a million times before, you guys. If you need a linebacker, go get a linebacker. Kyle Van Noy is out there. You know, there's other names. Rashad Evans. There's other names out there. Go get a linebacker. Don't get a guy that is this hybrid type deal where he may not pan out. We've seen what happened when we drafted Tanner Muse. He was a safety, converted him a linebacker, didn't work. We went and got Javen White out of UNLV as a UDFA. He got injured, you know, and we ended up moving on from him. But safety, you know, didn't work. You know, at the end of the day, if we need a linebacker, go get a linebacker. And everybody keeps saying, "Oh, well, it was only a 7th rounder." I see that D-Hop just went out there and tweeted that the Giants just fleeced the Cardinals. Look, D-Hop is going to try and find a way to shit on the Arizona Cardinals any chance he can get. They did not do that. This is still his rookie deal, you guys. I think he's owed $6.5 million. So are you guys willing to get rid of a 7th round pick, right, and pay $6.5 million for a guy who has not worked out yet at the NFL level? Me personally, I like what this regime has done with their 7th round picks up to this point. They got Jade, which he's fighting for a roster spot out of Arizona State at this point. They went and got Mumford last year, a guy that I think is going to be our future right tackle. I would rather sit back and see what they can do with those late round picks than give them up like previous regimes would have, because this would definitely been a Mayock and Gruden look. I promise you, Gruden and Mayock would have been all over this. It probably would have gave a 5th, right? But let this team evaluate the talent as they see fit. I'm not giving up a 7th to pay $6.5 million for a safety, converted linebacker, converted back to safety, where he may even end up being a nickel corner. I don't know at this point what Simmons is. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, you know, the talent level is there. We all know he has talent. The athleticism is there. You know, he flew all over the place at Clemson. But once again, you guys, not every collegiate level guy is going to, you know, it's not going to translate to the NFL every single year. You know what I mean? Every player, man. Some players are meant to be at a high level at the collegiate level, then they go to the NFL and they just kind of shit the bed. That's who he is at this point. Isaiah Simmons is a bust at this point, you guys. I hate to say it. I don't like calling anybody a bust, because if you make it to the NFL level, you are a dog. Not a lot of people in this world can say they made it to the NFL level. So much respect to Isaiah Simmons, but we're talking about a top 10 pick that just is not translated at the next level at all. So there's no reason, you guys, to get rid of a 7th round pick, even if it's 2024, it could have been 2025, you know, for a $6.5 million contract, you know, for a guy that hasn't panned out yet. It just makes no sense at all, period. So I think we can kind of, you know, kill that narrative. Go back once again, if you guys get a chance to, go watch the tape from the Chiefs and Arizona Cardinals game. He looked really, really bad, and I'm not trying to foot the bill $6.5 million. It makes no sense at all for me. I don't think he fits with what we do. Simple and plain. You know, maybe he'll go to the Giants. Maybe Wink pull something out of his game, out of his skill set that works for them. I don't know. Hopefully the kid turns it around. It's just not going to be with us. Other than that, you guys, simple and plain, you want a linebacker, go get a linebacker. Rashad Evans is still out there. Kyle Van Noy is still out there. Go get a guy that actually plays the position that you need a player to play at. You know what I mean? I'm so sick of this going out and getting these guys and moving them to this place, to this place. No, man, just go get somebody that you need. A Kyle Van Noy, yes, he doesn't play the run. Yes, you know, he's not that great in coverage anymore, but he's a guy that can get you 4 or 5 sacks a season. You know what I mean? So if you need one, go get one. There's a few out there, and they're cheaper. Definitely cheaper. Yeah, man, people are definitely sleeping on Spillane, Reese. This is facts. But Mario, he's still a linebacker. I get it. He's more of a pass rusher. You know what I mean? A guy that can play off the edge as well, but he's a linebacker. Yeah, there you go, Primos. Evans is a free agent. You don't lose draft capital. So there's no reason to go out here and give up a 7th and then give up that kind of money to go get a guy that may not pan out on a 1-year deal at that point. You know what I mean? Like the Giants, if he does ball out, they're going to have to give him an extension. 1 year left on his rookie deal. They did not pick up the 5th-year option on him. And they didn't do it for a reason. So simple and plain. Dangerfield, much respect, my brother. Salute to you. 7 years sober. That is a beautiful, beautiful milestone, my brother. Salute to you, man. Let's talk about it, you guys. Wipe them feet, man. Hit them thumbs up. If you're not subscribed to the channel yet, make sure you hit that subscribe button. We are definitely going to talk about one more thing about this Isaiah Simmons thing, too, that I want to talk about, you guys. Shout out to Zeke, okay? Last year, somehow, some way, and correct me if I'm wrong on this, you guys, but I believe I've seen this. I looked this up on the website. I forgot what website it was yesterday, but the Giants gave up a 7th, right, for Isaiah Simmons, okay? We traded Bryan Edwards to the Atlanta Falcons for a 5th-round pick. Took that 5th-round pick, used that to trade up to the 4th this past draft, and went up and got Aiden O'Connell. So, you know, we're looking at a different level of general manager at this point, you guys. We're looking at Arizona that just trying to save whatever money they can at this point. That they're probably resetting. That they're probably going to end up shitting the bed this year and really go out there and play for Caleb. I know a lot of people, Kyler Murray, I don't think that this regime wants him. I think they're going to move on and draft Caleb next season, just like my brother Hammer said. But they got a 7th for him. We got a 5th for Bryan Edwards. He can't even stay on the damn field. Went to the Falcons, went to New Orleans, was cut the other day. We got a 5th for him and used that to trade up to potentially for our potential QB1 of the future. That's crazy, man. So I'm just saying we got to give Zeke a little, give Miss Flowers a little bit, man. Let me see. I seen a dope comment in here. Shout out to T Severe, man. Simmons is the same size as Fred Warner, but a better athlete. The same age as Aiden O'Connell with room to develop. Arizona is horrible, and I agree with you, at developing talent as evidenced by Reddick after he left. This is facts. But Severe, do you want to pay $6.5 million right now for Isaiah Simmons? I'm going to ask you that. Do you want to pay $6.5 million for a guy that is not panned out at the next level, when you already have a disgruntled superstar running back that is sitting in the wait, just waiting to come back, Would you want to do that? Me personally, no, I'm not doing that. I'm not paying $6.5 million for a guy that is not work. I don't care if he's a better athlete. I don't care if, you know, the potential is through the roof. It makes no sense for me at all to pay that kind of money. When you have a disgruntled running back that is sitting there saying, wow, okay, all right, say less. Not going to happen. It's just not. It's not. Also, you guys, I'm going to share this real quick. Boom. Let me see, you guys can see it. Boom. Shout out to CBS. Dolphins have called Raiders and Colts about trading for Josh Jacobs, Jonathan Taylor, per report. So at this point, you guys, it does look as though the Miami Dolphins are out for superstar blood at the running back position. We know that they were tied to Dalvin Cook. He ended up going to the Jets. And now it looks as though they're looking for potential Jonathan Taylor, he is very, very upset with that organization. And from what I'm hearing, it's to the point where they cannot mend whatever they have going on. So it looks as though Jonathan Taylor's on the way out. I believe there's 6 teams having calls with the Indianapolis Colts. From what I'm hearing, though, is the draft capital is a lot. They want a first and then some for Jonathan Taylor when healthy. I'm going to be honest, it's definitely worth it. He's one of the best running backs in the league. A few years ago, he had a stellar season for the Indianapolis Colts. But Miami Dolphins made a call to us, you guys, to see what is going on. The Raiders have reportedly told teams that they do not plan on trading the reigning Russian champion. Vegas placed the franchise tag on Jacobs earlier this year, but he has not signed the tag and has not participated in any portion of the Raiders offseason program. Still, CBS Sports HQ NFL insider Josina Anderson reported earlier this week that there is optimism Jacobs will return to the fold before week 1. Bottom line, the Raiders do not plan on moving their superstar running back. So I want to tell you guys this. A lot of people, oh, they were going to get rid of him. This should show you guys that we want Josh Jacobs back. We want him back. We didn't want to give him the deal that he wanted, the 3-year extension with a bunch of guaranteed money. Okay, cool. They're going by market. They're going by market. But this is stated that we are not trying to move on from our superstar running back, that we want him there. We want him to be a Raider, that everything that Josh McDaniels and Zeke has been saying in the media is true, that they want their guy back. They want their guy back. So Miami, they don't have, I believe, a 3rd or 4th round draft pick this upcoming draft. They use those to trade. Miami has a lot going on. You know what I mean? They went and got Jalen Ramsey, which it looks like he may be out for the season. And, you know, they went and traded for a pass rusher with Bradley Chubb. But they have no 3rd or 4th. So you're not going to get a 1st for Josh Jacobs, right? So I'm assuming maybe Miami said, hey, you know, we got a 2nd for you. Maybe a potential 2nd for you in 2024 and maybe a late round pick. And the Raiders said, we're not interested. We're keeping our guy. So that right there, you guys should let you know, you know, yes, there's some running back needy teams out there. I'm hearing Chicago is looking for a running back at this point. I heard that they got some ties to Jonathan Taylor right now. They're maybe looking at him to help, you know, Justin Fields, their young quarterback in that run game. But look, Josh Jacobs is going nowhere. If he's going to play, he will play as a Raider, you guys. Let me stop this screen. Shout out to CBS. Shout out to Josina, you know, Anderson. And shout out to Vic as well, Vic Tafer. I believe he was one of the first people that that spoke about this as well. So it looks as though the Miami Dolphins have called our Raiders to check in on the service, you know, a potential trade for Josh Jacobs, and we have declined it. He is not available for trade. There you have it, you guys. Josh Jacobs, you play football this year, you will be a Raider, you will be on the franchise tag, simple and plain. And like I've said since day one, I believe he'll be back next week in preparation for week 1 against the Denver Donkeys on the road at Mile High. So shout out to Big Time, man. What your man say? We got to get this Josh Jacobs deal done. Well, it looks as though at this point, sign the franchise tag and it's done. $10+ million, ready to go. Makes Josh Jacobs one of the highest paid running backs in the NFL by the sign of his signature. There you go. Shout out to Daniel, man. Chandler Jones was such a terrible signing that only keeps getting worse as he's now hurt after being non-existent last year. They need Tyree to step up. And this is where we're going to go right here with the show, you guys. I know we're kind of bouncing all around. We talked about Isaiah Simmons. We talked about Josh Jacobs. At this point, there's no real information on what's going on with Chandler Jones right now. We all know that he's pretty much missed the last 10 days of practice, hasn't really been out there. When he was out there at training camp, Hondo was saying that he looks really, really good. I was seeing other present beat writers that were out there saying that Chandler looked really, really good. I don't know if this is a personal matter. I don't know if it's an undisclosed injury, but Josh McDaniels did state yesterday, I don't know where, at the presser that he looks as though he's getting closer to being back. So there's no real information out there on Chandler Jones, but this is nerve-wracking because we're all expecting this D-line to take the next step this year, right? This D-line needs to, because that linebacker room is suspect. You know, the DB room. Let's just keep it a stack. You know, it's still questionable there too. We got Marcus Peters, yes. You know, brought him in as a leader. You know, he's not the same guy he once was, but he looks good out there. You know, we got Nate Hobbs that we're hoping takes the next step, and a few other guys that we're hoping that takes the next step as well. So this D-line, we're depending a lot on this D-line. And if Tyree's not going to be ready to go, which I'm hearing that he'll have the pads on here shortly. Good to know. So, you know, the young pup should be ready to go week 1. But to hear maybe, just maybe, Tyree and Chandler Jones are questionable at this point, it's scary, man. It's spooky. Because at this point, what do you rely on? Maybe this is the reason why, you guys, Tillery was getting reps at defensive end. maybe this is a reason why we've been hyping up Adam Plant Jr. to make this roster, because we don't know what's going on. You know, maybe Malcolm Kuntz season really is upon us at this point. I don't know. Maybe Jordan Willis makes this roster. You know what I'm saying? Because of, you know, Chandler Jones availability at this point up in the air. This is scary. This is scary, you guys, because I have Chandler Jones having a big season this year. I know a lot of people said that he shit the bed last year. Yes, in the sack department, definitely. But let's not act as though, you know, he didn't play the run really well for us last year. Before he went down, he just started to pick it up, you know, before he got hurt. He's 33 years old. I'm not expecting this guy to play like he's 25, 26 years old anymore. You know what I mean? That all-pro level. But I do believe that this guy can get us 8 to 10 sacks this season when healthy. You know what I'm saying? So I'm just waiting to see what it is. I'm hoping that it's maybe a personal matter, you know, and everything's okay. You know, look, I'm hoping everything's okay with Chandler Jones, his family, and all that good stuff. But right now, I don't know what's going on. I don't know if it's an undisclosed injury. Hey, hello, you cannot cut him. There's too much money on the books. We restructured him this year. I believe we saved about $5 million restructuring his contract, pushing that back to the end of his contract. There's no way in hell you can move on from that contract at this point. But from what Josh McDaniel said, it sounds as though he'll be available soon. I'm not going to get too, you know, crazy about this right now because we still have no idea what's going on. But I'm expecting and I'm assuming that he'll be ready to go week 1. It's training camp. He's a veteran. He's 33 years old. He's not going to get any reps in preseason anyways. So, you know, it is what it is. Wasted, you are definitely wrong. I love you, bro. But if you want to, I can cook you right here like I cooked you in the inbox. We can definitely play that game, Wasted, if you want to. Do you want to give up $6.5 million right now to pay Isaiah Simmons, a guy that has shit the bed his first 4 seasons of his career? You want to do that? You want to do that? You want to do that? You want to pay $6.5 million this season right now, Wasted, to go get a guy that's playing safety now? He's not a linebacker. He's playing safety. Our safety room is deep. We got a bunch of safeties. Don't need another one. Come on, man. Make this shit make sense, Wasted. Perfect fit for us. That boy is smoking dick and dynamite, man. I'm telling you that right now, man. Wasted. It's too early for this shit, man. ML says, yes, give up $6.5 million. There ain't no way. He said, Wasted hasn't had his insure this morning. Be nice, Grab. Yeah, it sounds as though he hasn't. Sounds as though he hasn't. I'm going to sip my coffee. You know what, man? Big bro, if you're still in the comments section, we have to do a Graphk and Wasted show tonight. What's up? What's up? Let me flame your boots live and in living color in front of our kind and beautiful audience. How about that, man? I will flamethrow you for 1 hour and 15 minutes if you allow me to, King. Pull up tonight and let's talk some shit. Now, that's different, Daniel. That's different. I trade for Simmons if they ate 80% of his salary. Otherwise, that's a wasted pick. That's a little different. You know, if they took up most of that salary just to get rid of him, I'll definitely take a look at that. Shout out to Max, man, my dog. Screw it. Let Tyree Wilson loose. He's younger, so he's faster and can take more punishment. And he's a physical mammoth, Max. Real talk. So let's just hope that they're both ready to go. Let's hope that they're both ready to go, brother. Shout out to my dog, Max, man. Appreciate you, King. Shout out to my dog, Ant Red, man. Yo, Docs, great show. You see Mitch's video on Jacobs. He went in on his holdout situation. I haven't. I've seen it on Twitter. I haven't gotten a chance to hit click on it yet, but I'll definitely go check it out. What was he talking about, Ant? I didn't get a chance to really see what he was doing. Salute to my dog, Mitch, and salute to my dog, Ant Red, for the $5 donation. As always, salute to my boy, John, man. Switch that coffee to some tea and lemon with honey. Take care of my boy. Salute, my guy. After this, I'm going straight to the gym, and I'm going to Starbucks to go get me a medicine ball. So I'll definitely do that, my brother. Salute to my boy, John, man. My guy. Salute to Wade. Trade Jones for Jones. Chandler for Chris. It's not going to happen. It's not going to happen. That would be beautiful, though. I would definitely do that. Looks as though the Chiefs have a real problem on their hands with that Chris Jones situation right now. Real talk. Salute to Severe, man. I respect the safety argument, but Graham runs a bunch of big nickel. Yeah, they do. Safety, linebacker, hybrid works perfect in that system. 6.5 is tough. That's where I'm at right now, Severe. People didn't really look at the money on the books, right? If you give up a 7th for a guy and it's $1 million deal, right? And you're going on potential. It's a totally different story. Totally different story. You know what I'm saying? Like I would have definitely gave up a 7th round pick for a former 1st round pick to see what he had on the last year of his deal for $1 million. But for 6.5, there ain't no way in hell I'm going out there to pay for a guy that plays a position that we're already filled up right now. Look, I want to see what we have in Palomau, Severe, and he's not even for sure to make this roster at this point, right? That's just facts. But he's a big body guy. What is Palomau? 6'4"? I think 6'4", 6'5", something like that. A big body safety, right? That you could throw him in a box. You could have him as a linebacker. You know what I'm saying? Play him close to the line of scrimmage. Why go out and trade for someone like Isaiah Simmons when let's just see what we got with Palomau at UDFA and he doesn't cost anything, cost nothing. You don't have to give up any trade capital, no draft capital, anything for it. I'm going to see what we have with our guy. 6'4", 205 pounds. There you go, Envy. And salute to Dan too. Primos, nobody's going to pay him what he wants. Simple. It is what it is. Shout out to my dog, Graham, man. Isaiah Simmons went to the right situation, and I think we're good with what we have. Salute to Graham. And, man, prayers, my brother, to your cousin as well, man. Shout out to Butler, man, out there, man. Tore his ACL, I believe, right? And his oh, my God, bro. Darian Butler, man, I had really high hopes for the kid. I thought he was going to be like a special teams kind of stud for us, man. Special teams ace for us. Everybody kind of looked at him as like, that undersized linebacker and so on and so forth. But I thought that he was going to be like, a really good special teams guy for us, man. For him to go out there and get hurt like that, man. Hey, send our love, Graham, to the family, bro. Like real talk. Send our love to the family, King. Let them know once a Raider, always a Raider too, man. Shout out to Space Beast in the building. Salute, salute, salute. Everybody make sure you guys wipe them feet, man. Meaning hit them thumbs up. Also hit that subscribe button if you're not subscribed to the channel yet, man. Salute to everybody here in the building for that content. You already know what it is, man. Salute, salute, salute. Raiders guy didn't miss too much, man. We're all kind of just sitting back, kind of waiting to see what the hell is going on. You know what I'm saying? Josh McDaniels kind of went out and kind of unleashed a little bombshell yesterday at his presser about Chandler being potentially close to being back. And now it's being reported that he's missed like the last 10 days of practice and camp and all that other shit. So I don't know what's going on with him. You know what I mean? I don't know if this is an undisclosed injury or if it's a personal matter. We're kind of just confused at this point, guys. We're just trying to figure out what the hell is going on. All love, Graham. Real talk, man. Sucks, man. Young kid, just getting in the NFL. I hate seeing shit like that, man. Shout out to Sam Live. New subscriber here. Let's go. Best Raiders channel. Salute to you, Sam Live. I appreciate you, family. Real talk. Shout out to my brother Ghost Sniper in the building as well. Let me see. We need a one-trick pony defensive end, rusher, or run block specialist. What do you mean, Superman? What do you mean? I'm trying to figure out exactly what you mean, because I don't think you'd ever want any one-trick pony anything. You know what I mean? In the NFL, it's a beautiful thing to have a defensive end that can play the run and get to the quarterback. Max can do it. Chandler's been proven to do it in the past. You know what I'm saying? I think you kind of want versatile defensive linemen in today's NFL. Now, I'll tell you right now, there is some guys that are one-trick ponies. You look at Tillery, a guy that can't play the run, but can get to the passer. That's a one-trick pony already on the defensive line. I'm hoping Bilal Nichols can be that guy that can play the run and get to the passer this year as well. Circle of life, man. Hey, he stepped it up. Since that last day that we covered that presser and he looked like he was just defeated, I've just been hearing nothing but good things from Malcolm Koonce. And maybe that's just his demeanor. You know what I mean? Maybe he's just so chill and just so nonchalant that he kind of gave off the energy like he was on the way out. You know what I mean? But since that presser where he looked like he was defeated, he's been a force to be reckoned with, man. It's a good thing. It's a good thing to have. It's a good problem to have. I'm just hoping that Malcolm can get it together in the run game. That's it. Because I want to, if he makes this roster, I want to see him on the field as much as possible. You know what I'm saying? But I don't want him to be just like Black Superman said, that one-trick pony, a guy that can get to the passer, but is suspect against the run. Salute to Raider Morte, man. I appreciate you on the $2 donation, family. Salute to you, man. It means a lot to me, man. Salute. Shout out to you. Let me see. He wants a run defender. Yeah, shit. And AJ, if watching that last game, seeing that one series with our starters out there, not all of them, but a few of them, we definitely got gashed in the run game. Don't get me wrong. It was the first reps of preseason, so I'm not going to get too much worried about it. You know what I mean? But we definitely got gashed in the run game. We're going to have to be able to stop the run this year. Real talk. I'm hoping that we get our shit together. Shout out to the 600 plus people in the building, man. Salute to everybody. Make sure you guys wipe them feet. Hit them thumbs up. If you're not subscribed to the channel yet, make sure you hit that subscribe button. Salute to everybody in the building. Wasted is definitely trolling now. We talked about the Miami Dolphins making a call for Josh Jacobs. We also declined Miami. We let it be known, you guys, we are not looking to move on from Josh Jacobs. He's not out there for trade at all. He's not. He will remain a Raider. Either signs the deal or he sits out. But either way, Raider or nothing with Josh Jacobs. We talked about the Isaiah Simmons situation and why it wouldn't make sense for us. If you guys haven't got a chance to check that out, or if you guys are just coming in right now, make sure to watch the show back. And I give my kind of reasons why it would have made no sense to give up a 7th round pick for Isaiah Simmons. Also, we talked about Chandler Jones, and there really isn't anything to really talk about. I'm kind of confused, with this whole Chandler Jones situation, because I've looked everywhere on the internet. I scoured the internet all morning trying to figure out what the hell is going on with Chandler Jones, and there is nothing out there. Nothing. So Josh McDaniels and this regime is definitely holding whatever's going on with him very tight-knit, close to their chest. They're not letting anything out in terms of Chandler Jones and what's going on with him. Kane Town, get out my chat, man. Salute to Clint, man. Tyree will make an impact right away. Trust me. Speed to power translates early. No tricks needed, especially with Max going crazy on the other side. I like that. I'm still looking forward, Clint, to seeing all three of those guys on the field at the same time. If Chandler Jones is okay, I'm looking forward to seeing, Tyree and Max on the edge and, Chan maybe out there outside linebacker, all three of these guys on the field, or some type of crazy NASCAR package where you got all your edge rushers out there. I would love to see those three guys on the field at the same time. Will, you ain't never lied, bro. We all wanted Isaiah Simmons in that draft. This is facts. I'm not gonna be one of the guys to act like you're like. Look, I wanted Isaiah Simmons. Watching him at Clemson, he was that hybrid type guy, and I thought that would translate. It just hasn't up to this point. Salute to everybody here in the building, man. Envy is still killing me, brother, but I got to keep going with it. Shout out to Ant. I think they're just shelving Jones and others until week 1. And I can definitely see that, Ant Red. It's just weird. Go back and watch Josh's presser yesterday. You know what I mean? It seems as though something is there. something is definitely there with Chan, but I'm hoping that it is one of those type of situations. Just kind of putting them on, putting them on the shelf until week 1. Keep them healthy when football truly matters. Shout out to my dog on the $5 donation. Wasted, you are a whole hoe. Not a half of one, a whole one. Weston, JJ's been holding out since forever. This whole offseason, he's been holding out. Kane, I got you, bro. Hey, Kane, man, all this writing you doing, man. You know what I mean? Hey, Wasted. Tell your mans, Kane, all this writing you doing in the chat, man. You could be writing an article and shit. You know what I mean? Get to work, champ. Salute to John, man. In my opinion, Josh Jacobs continuing to hold out hurts his future contract talks next year. Josh McDaniels won't bell cow him without practicing before the season starts. This is facts. Definitely won't. And I still think that they kind of changed the approach this year with bell cow to running back by committee. I'm just going to be honest. I don't think it's going to be that. I truly don't. I don't think that they want. That's not how Josh McDaniels' offense goes. They don't want to do it the same way they did it last year. They were forced to run Josh Jacobs ragged last year because we had a quarterback that couldn't run that system. You know what I mean? I think it's still going to be running back by committee, but definitely right. Josh needs to get out there immediately before he ends up losing reps going into the regular season, because Josh is not going to throw him out there to get hurt. I don't think there really is, John, any future contract talks. I don't. I think what the Raiders are planning on doing, boom, franchise tag you this year, boom, franchise tag you again for $12 million next year. And at the end of the day, that may be the best thing for Josh Jacobs, because that right there is what, $23 million guaranteed right there with back-to-back franchise tags. So if I'm Josh, I'm just going to say, you know what? I'm going to take these franchise tag back-to-back years. It is what it is. Johnny, Scout has not put up a new IG yet. Every time he puts a new one up, it gets flagged and snatched down. So I have no idea what's going on yet. Yeah, Daniel, I said this at the beginning of the show. You know, Zeke went and got Nesta J. Severa in the 7th round this year, a guy that can, if he makes this roster, may get a lot of reps on that defensive line in year 1, right? Last year, they went and got Mumford in the 7th round, a guy that can be our future right tackle. So I'm not giving up a 7th for a guy that's been in the NFL for 4 years that hasn't been proven to do anything. I'd rather say, you know what, Zeke, I trust you guys in these late round picks. Let's save that 7th round pick and see what we can get in next year's draft. We got Amari Burney in the 6th. He may play a lot of football for us this year at the linebacker position. I trust this regime and what they got going on in those late round picks. See, if this was Mayock and John Gruden, you guys, I'd have been like, you know what? Give up the 7th. It is what it is. They'll probably shit the bed with that 7th round pick anyway, right? Yeah, they got a few steals. They got Hunter Renfrow in the mid rounds. They got Max Crosby in the mid rounds. Yeah, they definitely did. But this regime, I want them to stick with what they got. You know what I mean? Keep those draft picks. It's been proven that they can get these UDFAs and these late round guys. Don't give up a 7th for $6.5 million in potential. Just makes no sense. My dog is over here crying for no reason. Chloe. Weston, he's not violating any Instagram policy at all. To be honest with you, this is why I say, and people don't want to hear this, man, keep your circle very small. Keep your circle very small, man, because you just don't know. There's other accounts on Instagram, and I'm not saying that there's particular ones, but look, man, people will attack you for what you do. You got to be very careful with the people in the company that you keep around you. That's all I'm going to say, man. That's all I'm going to say, because, there's always somebody else that wants your spot, and they're going to do whatever they can to get you out of here. It's just a weird world we live in today, where Scout does nothing, hurts no one, does nothing but great things, puts out great posts on Instagram. To get shut down like that is insane to me, man. That's why watch the company you keep. There's a reason why it's Shillmore or nothing with me, period. Because, people try to work behind the scenes and do weird shit, and you think that they're your friends, but in true honesty, all they want is your spot. They want your spot. They want your spot. I'm dealing with something behind the scenes right now, just like that, and I can't speak on it, but it's hilarious. It's hilarious. Shout out to Mexican Remedy, honey and lemon tea. I'm gonna try that. The Mexican Remedy honey and lemon tea to help soothe your throat. Pause if necessary. Salute to my dog. I appreciate you, bro. Now I definitely got some tea already in the back too. I've been knocking that shit back all week long. Salute to you though, Morte. I appreciate you, bro. Real talk. Yeah, Lee, it is sad. It's sad. You know what I mean? Shout out to Morte once again. It's sad that, but people would rather try and get you out of the way, you know what I mean, than pick your brain and look at you as, okay, this is what it is. I got to step my game up. People would rather get you out of the way. Let me see. Yeah, hooligan, you ain't never lied. Strong people don't need to attack competition. That's weak people culture. Facts. It is what it is, though. Graphk, I look at it like this. GOATs will always have haters. This is facts. Look at Tom Brady, Kobe, Steph, Big Poppy, just to throw in a few names out there. This is facts plus tax, man. Trying to figure out the Jones thing is clickbait. Modesto, how's it clickbait? I'm trying to figure out how's that clickbait. Yeah, you know what? I still haven't got that new Madden yet. Is it worth it, y'all? I was thinking about getting it today. SVT, me and Scout have talked. Yeah. Facts, Ghost Sniper. There's levels to this shit. There's levels to this shit, man. You know what I mean? And people can't live with it. Okay, I'm gonna go grab it. Yeah, man. Salute to everybody here in the building, man. Make sure you guys wipe them feet, man. Hit that subscribe button. We are about 500 away from 20K, you guys. Let me pay some bills real quick, too. WoodsonWhiskey.com, you guys. Go over there, support the GOAT. Go get a few bottles. Tell them Graphk sent you. Tell them Shieldmore sent you. WoodsonWhiskey.com. Also, OakLosVegas.com. Go get your merch. Got a few new things up. Go check out the website. Also, PlanetRaiders.com for everything Raider related. Go get your issue. Let me see. He's stupid. He's knuckle deep in hoes. Yo, shout out to Shart in the building, man. Salute. What else you guys want to talk about, man? Yeah, hey, shout out to Modesto, man. Shout out to 209. Get some questions in, you guys. We're still 600 deep, 45 minutes going into the show. We kind of already talked about, the topics that I wanted to speak on. We talked about the Isaiah Simmons situation. We talked about the Josh Jacobs situation. We talked about Chandler Jones. Put a few more questions in the comment section. We'll talk a few more minutes. Don't really have too much to say today, you guys. Definitely wanted to do maybe a debate show later on tonight. I know Stu hit me up. Maybe we'll do a Graphk and Stu show. We shall see. But I'll stick around for a few more minutes. Let's talk some Raider football, man. Bobby V, we can definitely do that. I was gonna go to the game. I live in Dallas, but I'm gonna stay home. What I'm gonna do is I'm probably just gonna end up just doing a live stream, watch party, kick it with my guys, and just watch the show. Watch the game, have a few drinks. I'd rather save the money, not spend it going to watch a bunch of backups. I want to take my son. My son still hasn't been to a Raider game. I want his first Raider game to be an experience and a real game. I don't want to take him to watch the Cowboys preseason game 3. And, you know what I mean? We're watching Chase Garbers and shit. You know what I mean? So I'll probably end up still staying home and just doing a watch party. So stay tuned for that. Let me see. No, I'm actually meeting up. For those who forgot, man, I do have a hot sauce, you guys. OakLosVegas, any given Sunday sauce. It is on the way. I got 3 different bottles. We're just working on a few things behind the scenes. We just bought a bunch of machines. Shout out to my brother. I'm actually about to go meet up with him right after this. So stay tuned. They are still on the way. Keep an eye out for any given Sunday. OakLosVegas Sunday sauce. Keep an eye out for it. We're still working on a few things behind the scenes. You know, business and licensing and all that other stuff is different when you're playing around with that kind of shit. So stay tuned, man. Shout out to Jay Raiders, my guy. You think Jay? Yes, definitely. I definitely think he will. Definitely think he'll be out there. I think he'll be back sometime next week, back at practice with his teammates, you know, get in football shape, get ready to go. And I think he'll be out there against Denver, owning them once again. Salute to my dog, Jay Raiders, man. Appreciate you, bro, on the $10 donation. Shout out to my boy, JJ, man. You and Waster should definitely check out The Boys. Totally off topic, but it's a TV show, man. Raiders, The Boys. What show is that? I want to know what is that show? JJ? Salute to Ghost Sniper. Docs, I bet that moment you've been looking for a long time. Enjoy the moments. Appreciate you, brother. Yeah, I think I'm going to take him out to Vegas sometime this year and take him to the game. Primos, same ones. Same. And that right side of the O-line as well, Primos. I'm looking at the D-line, definitely looking at the corners. That tail end of the corner room is going to be a little battle. You know what I mean? That last corner spot, the last 2 corner spots are probably up for grabs. You're going to be looking at Webb, going to be looking at Amik. You know what I mean? You're going to be looking at some of those guys fighting for those last spots in the corner room. Definitely keep an eye on them. The running back room, you know, I think we kind of already know what we have. You know what I'm saying? Like Josh will be there. You know, Sincere is going to be the second guy. I think Brandon Bolden's still going to, you know, he's going to be there. Amir Abdullah is going to be there. I think my guy, Sincere McCormick, will be reverted to the practice squad. And it's cool. Develop them a little bit. It is what it is. You know, sometimes we get certain players that we love, you know what I mean, that don't make the roster, make the active roster. Is cool. But I kind of think we already know what we have with that running back room, Primos. I think Britton Brown's going to be cut. You know, he's dealing with some injury and hasn't been out there at all. But yeah, I'm looking at that right side of the O-line as well. I want to see what Dalton Wagner and McClendon Curtis look like out there against Dallas as well. I want to see some other potential starters that are playing this week where it's like, whoa, okay, their job is actually up for grabs right now. You know what I mean? Like if we see Jermaine Illuminor out there, Maine may be a little, you may have to worry a little bit, man. Mumford may take that spot at right tackle. You know what I'm saying? Or maybe the young UDFA steals it. I don't know. I'm just saying I'm looking also for a few of these veterans to see if they're out there, because then it's like, wow, okay, maybe their jobs are on the line. Maybe their jobs are on the line. Shout out to my dog, Black Sales, man. What's good, family? What's going on with Chandler Jones? And what did I miss? Hey, your guess is better than mine, Black Sales. I have no idea what's going on with Chandler Jones. That's why I put what the F, you know what I mean, on the thumbnail, because Josh McDaniels went out yesterday and said that he's almost ready to it looks like he's almost ready to be back. I didn't even know that there was anything going on in the first place. You know what I mean? So, you know, apparently he's missed the last 10 days of practice. So there's something going on, some undisclosed situation going on, Black Sales. I'm just hoping that it's not an injury. You know what I mean? Salute to my dog, Black Sales, man. Appreciate you, brother. Salute to Modesto, man. One nation, respect, straight from the pen. Salute to my dog, bro. My dog, he's said, damn, he keistered the phone. Salute to my God, man. Where you at, Modesto? You and Tracy? Salute to my guy, Modesto, on the $10 donation. He said, ain't no keister, bruh. Yo. Shout out to Midnight Raider King. My dog's in the building. Shout out to Classic Man Q. My dog is in the building. Yes, we're definitely going to get Sanjit on the show very soon. Severe. Taiwan Jones was my sincere. So you feel me, bro. You feel me, bro. Oh, he said, okay, I'm in Salinas Valley. Okay, got you. Charlie Hustle, we did not do the call-in show yesterday. I was still feeling out of it. That's why I didn't do anything yesterday. My wife, she's down bad with the flu. The whole family's just in and out right now. So I ended up canceling that show yesterday. But maybe we'll make up for it sometime this week. Reese, you mean that content? Shout out to A Rogue. What's good, Rogue? Oh yeah, Primos, it's all love, man. You know. Let me see. I don't take any of that stuff serious, man. The Modesto showed his love. You know what I mean? So it's no disrespect. Shout out to my guy. That's a good question, William. I like that. I like that question. And I think we've kind of touched on this a little bit, but let's talk about it. At this point, Jacorian Bennett, Michael Mayer, maybe Curtis. Maybe he steals that right guard spot. I'm just saying it's not for sure going to happen, but maybe that right guard spot. Keep an eye on that right guard spot. But Jacorian Bennett, Michael Mayer, that may be it. I don't know if Bernie steals some reps that, I don't know. I don't know. But at this point, I'm only going with those two, Jacorian Bennett, Michael Mayer, and maybe potentially Curtis McClendon. Tyree Wilson, he'll be out there as kind of a rotational pass rusher. Because if Chandler's healthy, you know what I'm saying? Like, they're not going to rush Tyree out there and have him, start completely off the rip. But maybe him. I was assuming that Byron Young would have stole one of those spots. You know what I mean? I was thinking that Byron Young would have stole one of those DT spots, but him being injured so early in training camp definitely kind of got him out of those talks. But at this point, I'm assuming only Jacorian Bennett and Michael Mayer. I know some people have Austin Hooper as tight end one. I don't. He hasn't shown me enough, and especially he looked kind of in preseason up to this point. So I'm going to go Jacorian, Michael Mayer. And if we didn't have Chandler Jones, I would definitely be saying Tyree Wilson, but we have Chandler Jones. You see, my dog is down here eating the wheel on my chair. Midnight, you get well as well, King. Let me see. Low tone, Drake Thomas will take Masterson's spot by week 6. Here's a take right here, Low tone. Masterson's job isn't safe right now. It's not. And you guys know I've spoke highly about Luke Masterson out of Wake Forest or UDFA last year. So, I like his game a lot. And I think that this regime, I think Antonio Pierce likes him too, but it's still not a for sure thing that he's going to make this roster. Curtis Bolton is balled out. One thing that I found out recently, he grew up a Raider fan, him and his dad. I'm partial to that. So I'm hoping Curtis Bolton makes this roster, right? But, we just drafted Bernie. We got Devon Diablo. We got Spillane. Luke Masterson's job is not safe at all. You know what I mean? With Drake Thomas, another guy that had 10 tackles the other day, 7 solo. Luke's spot is not safe at all. Salute to my dog, Raider man. Salute Graphk. Breaking. If you can't support the Raiders as a fan, then take a break and watch us cook. We will support this team until you get back. Salute to my dog, Raider man. I appreciate you, brother. As always, King. Thank you so much for always supporting it. That shirt look good on you, brother. Talk that shit. Salute to my dog, Raider, man. Bernie's definitely a sleeper web. And Raider, Houston, you ain't never lied, King. Tucker, if Renfro gets banged up. I'm hoping Renfro doesn't. But that he's definitely that backup slot guy behind Hunter Renfro. Let me see. Philip, that's another question that needs to be answered here soon, right? And it will be. Hooper's not guaranteed to make this roster either. I think he does. And I think it's a very good chance he does. But you just never know. They may say, we like what we see in Cole Fotheringham. We like Horsted. Let's move on. I don't know. It's not a for sure thing. Not really any thoughts, John. I think this is the linebacker, the UDFA out of Illinois, correct? I could be wrong, I believe. I looked at this as kind of like a camp body kind of situation. I think that he'll be out there against the Cowboys getting reps, and then he'll be gone. You know what I mean? I think that he's going to be a guy that's going to come in, play against the Cowboys, try and get some film, get some tape, maybe for other organizations, but I think that he's just completely gone. You know? That's why I didn't really do a video on that pickup, because I just assumed that was a camp body guy that we'll see a few reps from, and he's out of here. I look, Wasted and Grizz, I agree with you guys. Me personally, I'm leaning towards Hooper being a lock. But I'm just saying, though, you just never know. You never know. You never know. Y'all stupid, man. Salute to my dog, Modesto. Salute, King. The good stuff. Docs, do you think Wasted closed his refrigerator door with his hand or his hip or a hip bump? Yo, you know what's funny? Good stuff. He doesn't do either one. He closes his refrigerator with old man anger. He screams at it. Good stuff. That's what happens. Wasted screams at his refrigerator door and it closes on its own. Old man anger. That's how he closes his refrigerator. Old man anger. Close, motherfucker. Oh, just closes. Close. Old man anger. Young, when you look at the whole deal, and we already talked about this, go back and look at the beginning of the show. It looks like a steal from the outside looking in, but when you're paying $6.5 million for his services on the last year of his deal, it's not a steal at all, to be honest. It's not a steal at all. You give up a 7th round pick, and you got to pay $6.5 million for him on the last year of his deal. To me, it's not a steal. But salute to Young. Waste is going to call me after this live and definitely try and flame me. I can already see it happening now. Salute to the 600 people in the building, man. Make sure you guys wipe them feet, meaning hit them thumbs up. Also hit that subscribe button if you're not subscribed yet. OakLosVegas.com for the drip. Weston, yes, Hoyer makes this team. And because of the Brock Purdy rule now, you can carry a third quarterback without taking up a roster spot. So Brian Hoyer will be on this roster. 209, no. He did not have a meeting with Miami. They called about a potential trade, and we turned them down. And do you guys kind of find this a coincidence? Because it's funny. Earlier on in offseason, when Josh was kind of trolling and playing around on the internet, he was in Miami. He was posting stuff in Miami, doing little things like that. So it's not really a shocker to see Miami calling for Josh Jacobs' services. These guys, know the players. They go out to these cities and states, and they kind of, then you go across the NFL when you look at the rosters, right? And you're like, oh, Miami has this great defense. They have all these great offensive weapons at the receiver position. They need that running back. So it's kind of easy for Josh to say, oh, well, I'm going to go fuck around in Miami this offseason, share some things and see what happens. So it's not a shocker that Miami made a call for the services of Josh Jacobs. But they also made a call for Jonathan Taylor as well. And they were also tied to Dalvin Cook before he chose the Jets. Let me see. But yeah, man. Yo, y'all crazy, man. Nah, but salute to everybody here in the building. We talked about this. You know what? I want to read this real quick. Shout out to Zavir, because this was definitely something that we touched on on a show a few weeks back, but not everybody heard it. Le'Veon Bell said straight up that he made a mistake holding out. Josh Jacobs knows better. A smart man learns from his own mistakes. A truly wise man learns from the mistakes of others. There you have it. With that being said, we're going to end it with that. Salute to everybody here in the building. We'll definitely be back tonight, you guys. We'll do something, whether it's Shieldmore or a Graphk and Stu show. We'll definitely be doing something tonight. Got my word on that. Thank you guys once again for pulling up to Coffee and Convo. I salute you guys so much, man. I appreciate you guys. On the way out, as always, make sure you wipe them feet and make sure you hit that subscribe button. Love y'all. Appreciate y'all. One.
That's what I'm talking about.